Hi, really glad you guys could stop by to watch a video. This is just a picture of me and a quick introductory slide. Why don't we just jump right in and figure out what we're going to learn about LinkedIn today. Let's take it really easy and just realize there's only 3 steps that we need to think about. The first one is to determine your values. It's really important to know what's valuable to you and what you want to present to others. This is going to help you determine your brand. When you're out talking to people, whether it's on social media or in person, they're getting a sense of who you are and your reputation. And when you make connections that reinforce both your values and your brand, that's when other people start to find you, talk about things you find that are interesting that you can help them with. And really that's when the momentum of career seeking, job building, and really just figuring out how you can help other people starts. You really don't need me to read through this, so I'll just let you read through it. I know that we're talking about LinkedIn, but the real purpose of LinkedIn is to brand you as a person and to showcase what you can bring to other people. A personal brand is what we're really talking about here. It's just that it's out for public consumption. So it is unique and it's personal because it's yours, not just for the Kardashians or Coca-Cola. And when other people see how you act as a person, the things you write, the things you comment on, how often you comment on them, the time frame it takes you to respond, and several other factors all equate to how you want to be seen. Again, we're going to keep this really simple because there's still only 3 easy steps. If you want to know what your existing brand is, we'll take a moment and talk to some of your friends, your coworkers, or your family. And then step 2, again very simple, decide if you like it or decide if you'd like to change it. And then the third step, take action to build the brand you want. If you already like it, keep doing what you're doing. If you'd like to change it, well then, that means you have to take some different actions. Different actions, different results. This is a flowchart that I consistently use not only with clients, but with workshops that I facilitate. Values are the foundation of everything that we do, and the values that we hold will determine the actions that we take and whether they feel good or not. And of course, to get a result, we have to take an action. Communities tend to live in between where values and actions are, and values are very personal and individual. I'll go over this more when we're in the workshop, but remember that values are created from your beliefs, your goals, and your views, both of the world and of ourselves. They truly are the core of our identity. These 3 points are the beginning of branding and are really something that I describe to each and every client and really any network contact that I have. What do you want to achieve in your work? It's a really interesting question when you start to break it down. Not all the time are we what our title says we are, and we tend to achieve work that aligns into our values, well, both consciously and unconsciously. Think about what you want to be seen as somebody's approaching you. What would you like them to see? What would you like them to think they might do business with you and achieve? And the third one is, what do you want to be known for? As they leave you, as they leave having done business with you, they're going to carry that reputation with them. And this all hinges on interests, passions, and deliverable items. Again, you don't need me to read this one, so I'll just give you some time. Here are 4 questions that I tend to ask clients and in every workshop or student that I have. What's the easiest thing to do? What's really easy to do right now? The second question, of course, well, what's going to have the most impact? Something that's easy to do may have great impact, or it may not. It may be something that's really difficult to do, but you feel it was really, really worth it. Now your next question, after you've answered the first 3, what would I like to do next? Just like in real estate, the most important part about branding or about creating options is to realize that the location's the most important. This is an easy decision for us right now because we're going to be learning about LinkedIn first. The thing is not to just stay on LinkedIn, but to turn LinkedIn into a real world connection. Everybody likes coffee or tea, and that's a great way to break the ice. Now, just to clarify, I do know that Abraham Lincoln wasn't actually a vampire hunter. I'm not going to say too much about this particular slide, but I'd like you to think about what your tokens might be. So here are those 3 simple steps one more time. Step 1, discover your brand. Step 2, define it to other people. And step 3, engage instead of advertise. Have a conversation. Don't have a telling session. We'll go over this in much more detail in the workshop, but remember that free to use does not necessarily mean free to use. There may not be a cost monetarily associated with using some of these tools. However, it is time, and time is a currency that only gets spent once. We'll go over some dashboards to help you manage your time, and I'll show you ways to use your digital brain, how to use your computer or your mobile to help you remind yourself how to do things or to bring information to you so that you can just sit back and let all the information, contacts, and networking opportunities just roll on in.